Sweetheart, not every love story reaches the ending we once imagined, and for the longest time I believed that a love without a forever must surely be a loss. I used to ask myself whether all the time, effort, emotions, and dreams poured into such a bond were wasted if it did not last. This question lived quietly in my heart for a long while, unanswered and heavy. But life, as it often does, gave me clarity when I least expected it, after we went our separate ways. I remember a day when my friends, trying to protect me in their own way, asked, "Was it all a waste of time then?" Before my mind could respond, my heart answered with certainty. No, it was not a waste, neither of time nor of energy. Loving you gave me so much more than an ending ever could. From you, I gained memories that still make me smile, experiences that shaped me, and moments that softened and strengthened me all at once. What we shared helped me grow into a better, kinder, more understanding human being. I learned about patience, vulnerability, empathy, and the courage it takes to love deeply without guarantees. Every laugh we shared holds a special place in my heart. Those moments of joy, no matter how small or spontaneous, were precious beyond measure. Our long conversations, sometimes light and playful, sometimes deep and soul-searching, were priceless. They made me feel seen, heard, and understood in ways I had never experienced before. Each time I felt your love, I realized how fortunate I was to have someone who cared so genuinely. What we had was rare and beautiful, and I will never diminish its value simply because it did not last forever. Yes, we are not together now, and I have come to accept that reality with grace. It is okay that our paths diverged, because that does not lessen the significance of our connection. Some people are meant to stay for a lifetime, while others are meant to walk with us for only a chapter. You were meant to be part of a chapter that changed me profoundly. That time we shared was one of the most beautiful phases of my life, and even now, I cherish it with gratitude rather than sorrow. I do not regret loving you, not even for a second. I do not regret opening my heart to you or trusting you with my deepest thoughts, fears, and dreams. Loving you was not a mistake, it was an experience that enriched my soul. I feel incredibly lucky to have known someone like you, someone who left such a lasting imprint on my heart. The respect I hold for you is immense and unwavering. You will always be special to me, and you will always hold a part of who I am. I would never wish to erase you from my memories, because those memories are a testament to a love that was real and meaningful. I am truly glad that our paths crossed and that I had the chance to fall in love with you. Of course, our separation was not easy, far from it. It was one of the most painful and challenging times of my life. There were days filled with confusion, nights heavy with longing, and moments when letting go felt impossible. But as time passed, it gave me perspective. With understanding came acceptance, and with acceptance came peace. I now realize that we only receive what is meant for us. No matter how deeply we desire someone, if they are not meant to stay, life will eventually lead us in different directions. This truth was difficult to accept, but once I did, my heart felt lighter. I learned that love does not always mean holding on, sometimes it means letting go with kindness and respect. Wherever life takes you, I sincerely hope you are happy. I wish that your days are filled with love, respect, warmth, and joy. You deserve a life that feels full and meaningful. I hope God blesses you with everything your heart seeks and more. And please remember this, just because we could not become life partners does not mean we have to be strangers. The bond we shared was real, and it does not vanish with distance or time. I am always here for you if you ever need me, not out of obligation, but out of genuine care. Years ago, a palm reader once told me that one day I would come to understand the true meaning of love, pain, and longing. I remember laughing softly after hearing his words, dismissing them as nothing more than poetic predictions meant to impress. At that time, I was a deeply practical person who believed logic ruled above all else. I didn't trust emotions, nor did I believe in letting my heart guide my decisions. Every choice I made was calculated, analyzed, and weighed with reason. Love, to me, felt like a concept meant for stories and songs, not something that could truly alter a person's existence. I couldn't imagine myself falling in love, and the idea of longing for someone or feeling pain because of another person seemed almost unreal. I walked through life believing control and rationality would protect me from heartbreak, and for a long time, I thought I was right. As years passed, I forgot about the palm reader entirely, his words fading into the background of my memory. Life continued, steady and predictable, just as I preferred it. But today, those forgotten words have resurfaced with startling clarity, and I finally understand what he meant. I now see that I was wrong, completely and undeniably wrong, and that he was right all along. Today, I understand the true meaning of love, pain, longing, and even sacrifice. I have learned that love is not weakness, nor is it something that clouds judgment alone. It is something that expands the heart and transforms the soul. Loving someone is one of the most profound experiences a person can have, especially when that love allows you to see a future filled with hope, warmth, and shared dreams. I have felt what it is like to be truly loved, deeply, sincerely, and without reservation. I have experienced dedication, loyalty, passion, and a kind of care that asks for nothing in return. I have seen how powerful love can be, how it grows quietly yet relentlessly with every passing moment, weaving itself into every thought and breath. Through this love, I discovered how vast my own heart truly is, how capable it is of loving beyond limits I never believed existed. I learned that love is not something you control, it is something that changes you, gently and completely. But along with love came another lesson, one far more painful. I learned what it feels like to let go of someone who loved me with their entire being. Now, regret sits heavy in my heart, accompanied by sadness, longing, and a quiet, persistent pain that never truly fades. Whenever I think of what I lost, my chest tightens with the realization that I let go of someone who never thought of anyone else but me. I lost someone who loved me so deeply that they never imagined a future without me in it. Their world revolved around the simple hope of being by my side, and I failed to see the beauty and rarity of that devotion. I was a fool, blind to the precious treasure that God had placed in my life. I failed to recognize the value of a love that asked for no conditions, no changes, and no compromises. I pushed away the one person who never tried to shape me into someone else, who never judged my flaws or demanded perfection. They accepted me exactly as I was, embracing both my strengths and my imperfections with equal tenderness. At the time, I didn't understand how rare such people are, how uncommon it is to find a heart so pure and selfless in a world that often loves with expectations. This was someone who prayed for my happiness and well-being before their own, someone whose love was rooted in sincerity rather than possession. I didn't realize then how extraordinary that kind of love is, how few people are capable of giving so much of themselves without asking for anything in return. I took that love for granted, believing it would always be there, believing I had time. I didn't know that some losses are permanent and some chances never come again. Now, I find myself longing for the simplest things. I long to hear their voice, to see their smile, and to feel their love and affection once more. My heart aches when memories surface, memories of their laughter, their joy, their unconditional care. Each recollection carries both warmth and pain, reminding me of what once was and what I no longer have. I imagine them beside me again, and the absence feels unbearable at times. More than anything, I want the chance to apologize, to tell them how deeply sorry I am for not understanding the sincerity of their love when it mattered most. I wish for one opportunity to correct my mistakes, to grow into the person they always deserved, the person I should have been all along. I don't know where they are now or what path life has taken them on, but I hope they are happy and at peace. Wherever you are, sweetheart, I want you to know that now I understand. I finally understand what I had, what I lost, and what love truly means.